ओके सॉरी, अपना हिंदी में रहता था कि इंग्लिश में रहता था? ये सेशन हिंदी इंग्लिश में ही था ना ये सेशन?
हाँ, यस सर।
Okay, fine. So I think we have created the database for stock inventory table. Okay. Now, so हमने we have created all the table like first some master tables are there like category. This is independent table. Then customer is also independent table. Then in product we have a foreign key of category. Then customer and supplier is also independent table. So after we create all the independent table data, then we first create the purchase. So while purchase also in purchase table, we are entering only data of the purchase and what product we are purchasing that we are storing over here. Means single with multiple entity relationship with purchase and the purchase detail. Just like that, in sale also. Let's say a customer came, we will create a sale. Inside that sale, we can have a multiple product also. Okay. So this is also again single to multiple entity relationship. Fine. So I have created all the model. I'm using existing project. This project I will share. Anyone remember like what project we were using from this? Previously we have created some project. Now what was the project? Core API or something? Was it this? Core
Stock
API?
stock
Stock. We don't have stock. Yeah. Okay. Stock we were using. Let me check. No, this is something else. I think Core API only. Core API. File upload one. Okay. So what I will do in our model folder, I will create a model or we will need a DB context also, right? So let's create a DB context first. Class stock DB context. Okay. So in one API project, we can have more than DB context also. Correct or no? Can we connect more than one database in a single API project?
Yes.
Right. So we can have obviously multiple DB contexts also. First, we need to override the DB context class. Then constructor, the same class name over here and over here also. After that, after this class, I'm going, whatever the tables we have now, I have created models of that. This also I have created using ChatGPT only. So this I'm putting over here. Okay. So all the classes I have created over here. Then we need to create the DB sets also. So public, sorry, inside constructor, I'm writing inside this class, public DB set, category table, category tables, and then getter setter method. Just like this. Let me just copy paste. Category table is there, then customer TBL, product, purchase detail table, purchase table, sale table, sale detail one, then we have sale table, and then we will need stock and the supplier. So stock table, and supplier table. Okay. So after creating your database, you will be creating the models. Those models you will add it as a DB set in your DB context class. Fine. So our DB context class is ready with the classes we have. Then this DB context class we need to register in our program.cs so that we can pass our connection string to this. As our database is different, so we will need one more connection string. So over here, just like testcon, we will have one more connection string that will we can name it as, let's say, storecon. And we just need to provide the database name. So our database name is einventorydb. Copy and our database name. Remaining things will keep because I'm using local server only. Fine. Now in our program.cs builder.service, then here we have to provide our DB context class name, that is stock DB context. And here we have to provide our connection stream name, that is storecon. It will go over here. Okay. So DB context class created, then that DB in connection string, we have increased one more connection string. Then that DB context class, we are adding it over in our program.cs. What do we call this? .NET guys, what do we call this? Whatever we have done over here. What is this?
Lambda expression.
No, lambda expression is this, but what do we call it?
Dependency injection.
Dependency injection, na?
Depend.
Right? So normally we create service and that service we map it to the class, right? Similar thing like this. Okay. Now we can start working on the controller. Now if we see the table, category table, it's very straightforward because we don't have any relation, right? It's a normal CRUD API is going to be there. So we won't be covering this. Customer is also same thing, basic CRUD API. What will be the difference, or where will be the difference, or where we have to actually write the logic? What will be the table where we have to actually write the logic? Remember, like, what was our flow? So when we create purchase, right? If we insert a data into purchase table, after that we need to insert data into purchase detail also, because in purchase we don't have product. In purchase detail we have the product, right? Let me open it. So this is our purchase table. So in purchase table, we just have basic detail, purchase ID, supplier ID, from which supplier I got the data, and invoice number. In purchase detail table, we have the product data, like what item I have purchased, right? Let me close. My laptop is also getting slow now. And then our purchase detail table. Okay. So once we enter the data into purchase table, this ID, purchase ID, we have to provide it over here. And here we have the product ID and the quantity, right? And once we enter the data in both the table, what we need to do? What we need to do again?
We have to link, right?
What link?
Reference
Foreign key. Something.
foreign key.
Consider you have a electronic shop. Okay. You order some material, some product from a supplier. Okay. You received that supplier. After that, what you will do? In purchase process, I'm asking only. Right? You will increase the stock, na?
Yes.
Right, na? See, the core of our project is like, once we do the purchase, our stock should increase, and once we do the sale, our stock should decrease of that particular product. Correct? This is the main flow, na? Everyone clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we will just focus on the purchase part. Now purchase is like single with multiple, because in a purchase we have to insert data into purchase table also, and multiple data purchase detail table, right? So now we have to create, first we will create the view model. That is the view model. So these are the two tables we have. Now, just like this, we have to create one more table. That will be our view model. What's the definition of view model? What's the definition of view model? See, it's not a very concept, but people will ask it. If you are a specific .NET developer, they might ask you, what is view model? Suraj or anyone who are from the .NET, what is view model?
Database.
The only that entity will appear
That entity?
on the dashboard.
No. See, all these classes we are registering, these classes are representation of my table. Correct?
Tables.
Yes.
But this is just a class. This class is not connected with my database. Okay, I'm using this to manipulate some data. Got it? So view model, see this term we got it from the MVC. So in MVC, what we used to happen, every model used to get connected with the view. Okay, but that too with the database. But let's say I need to create a view. Apart from the table data, I need some different data. Let's say from two table, I'm going to get the data, and that data I need to attach it to the view. So there we used to create an extra class which is not connected with my database. That from there we got this term view model. Our class which is only created to so that we can bind that class to the view. Okay. I don't know, like I'm not that much connected with .NET, but when I was with MVC, they used to ask this question. Okay, fine. So now we have to create a class where we will have purchase detail also and a list of purchase detail, single with multiple. Okay, so here public how do we write that? Virtual or directly list? We have seen some example now. Single with multiple.
Virtual will be there.
No, list only. Virtual we used to use when we have to add the foreign key.
Foreign key, correct.
List. What type of data we are going to get? So this model. Okay. So we have created a class where we have a single property of purchase table and multiple property of the another model. Okay. Now let's create our model. So API. Purchase. Fine. Now we need the object. Let's create it. Stock DB context. And over here also stock DB context. Fine. So now first API I'm creating that will be HTTP post. Public. Return type, let's go with iAction result. Create new purchase. Okay. What type of model I will be getting? The view model which we have created, where from UI we'll be sending a single instance of purchase and multiple purchase detail. Okay. So that's why we have to handle that data like this. Okay. So to this API, we are going to get an object where you will have a single detail of purchase and an array of multiple products, like what multiple products I'm going to get in that particular purchase. Fine. Now, so first we will insert the data into our purchase table. Okay. So the model which we are getting is something different and we have to insert the data into our purchase table. So we have to create instance of our purchase table, purchase model, purchase TBL underscore purchase is equal to new. So we are creating new instance of our model and whatever the things invoice number, we will get it from over here, object dot invoice number, comma, purchase date is equal to purchase date. Purchase ID is by default primary key. So we don't have to specify it. So this is the model and this we can pass it to getting saved to the database. So underscore context dot purchase dot add and new round bracket underscore purchase. Okay. So by writing this code, we will be saving purchase data into our database. Okay. And once this line successfully once the data is successfully stored in purchase object dot purchase ID, we will get the ID created, whatever the ID we have created. After that, we need to insert the multiple data, whatever the array of products I'm going to get in the purchase, that we need to store into the purchase detail table. We are going to get the array of purchase model. So we will use for each loop. And that we will iterate on object dot purchase detail table, because in this object we are going to get multiple entries of this particular model. Okay. Now here again we have to create a reference of purchase detail, new purchase detail, round bracket, curly bracket, enter. Here product ID we will receive from item for loop. Okay. Then purchase cost again from item only. Purchase detail ID is our primary key. Purchase ID we will get it from over here. Whatever the purchase ID we have got, that ID we need to pass it over here. Okay. Then quantity from item. So after this, we will insert the data into our purchase table. So underscore context dot purchase detail dot add underscore detail and underscore db dot context dot save changes. Okay. So by till now, what we have done? First, we have entered the data into our purchase table. Then let's say we have got two different product quantities we have got. So first quantity, first purchase detail data we have inserted, right? After that, we need to update the stock, because in this for loop only we have to update the stock also, na? Because here we know the product, right? So here only we need to update the stock. Before updating stock, can we directly add the stock, or what we need to check?
Product.
What we need to write it over here? Can we directly insert the data into the stock table, or do we need to do something else?
To check if the ID equals to null, then we insert.
Which ID
Insert.
equal to null?
Purchase.
No, purchase ID we got it na, from over here. See,
Okay.
we inserted data over here, so here we will get the purchase ID. But product ID we will get now. Why product ID will be null? Right? From UI, you will be selecting a product na, with quantity, and you will save it multiple in the table. So that ID won't be 0. What else we need to do? Can we directly create a stock table? Let's say, let me write, then you will at least stock table underscore stock is equal to new stock. So here we will need created date. So date time dot now. Then last updated date is equal to date time dot now. Then product ID is equal to item dot product ID. Quantity is equal to whatever the quantity we have received. And stock ID we don't need to send. That is a primary key. Fine. Then we will save it also. Underscore context dot stock dot add. We will do it also. Okay. Is this code will work properly? Will it work? Consider all the scenarios. Will this code work properly? Obviously it will work. But according to our application, will it work properly? Data will get saved, no doubt properly. No error will be there. But according to our application or the business logic, is this code correct? Whatever we are doing, directly storing the data into stock table. Is it correct?
We need to increment the stock.
Okay, that is one point. Before, obviously, we need to increment the stock. Can we directly increment the stock? Or what we need to write it over here? Forget about the code. I'm asking what we need to do. Code is the different part. Again, I will explain. Let's say you started your shop from today. You have created a software. Okay. And now on the first day you got Samsung TV. Okay, from some supplier, you from let's say Samsung supplier, you got the two sets of TV. Now tell me, will this code work properly? I think you are not getting my question. See, here what we are trying to do, directly inserting the data. Can we directly insert the data? Or let's say you create, let's say for first time you are creating the purchase order for Samsung TV, you got the this code will work. Next day, after 1 month also, again you got the stock for the same Samsung TV. Will this code work for the second time correctly?
We basis of the product ID, we just
Right.
only increase.
See, in stock table, can we have multiple entry of this product? In stock
Yeah.
table, can we have a multiple entries of the product ID? No, na.
No.
No.
Because we should have only one product and
Increase,
quantity we
yeah,
should
increase
increase,
that
na.
stock.
So my question was, first we have to check if stock for that particular product ID is there or not. Okay. So is stock exist underscore context dot stock table dot single ID product ID is equal to item dot product ID. Okay. So here we are checking if whatever the product ID I have got, do I have a record in the stock table already or not? If this variable is null, means what's the mean of if this is null, what's the meaning then?
Product is not there.
Right? We don't have any entry for this product ID. Means this is the first time I'm getting this product in my shop. So I have to create a new entry of my product. Understood? And in else, what we need to write?
Update.
What we will update?
Stock.
Is stock
Increase
exists.
stock.
Here you will get the data, na? So what you will do is stock exist dot quantity is equal to whatever the new quantity you have got, that you need to update. Existing quantity, you are updating the quantity only. Okay. Existing quantity plus item dot quantity. Understood? And we need to update the last modified date also.
Right. Oh, can you explain this line else?
See, what we are doing, consider the scenario. If you understand the scenario, if you consider like from a shop perspective, then only you will get this. Okay. Let's say you open a shop. Okay. For first time, you are ordering a Samsung TV. Currently in your stock, you don't have any data. So what you will, over here, what will happen? You are checking for this particular product ID. Do we have a record in the stock? It says no, right? Because first time I got the Samsung TV. So it will be null. So if it is null, I'm inserting new record into my stock table with this product ID. Is this clear?
Yes.
Let's say after 2 months, that TVs got sold. After 2 months, again you are ordering 3 more TV from your supplier. Or let's say currently you just have previously you ordered 2 TVs, 1 TV you sold. Again you ordered 3 more TVs. Next time when you create the purchase order, now for the product ID, you have record in this table. So this is not null. So it will go over here. Existing quantity is 1. Okay. So now 1 plus whatever the new quantity you have got, 3. So you are updating the quantity to 4. Understood?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Everyone clear? Clear or no?
Sir, but the product IDs should be same, right? Like Samsung TV, right?
Product
So
ID
every
should.
time, like they because product maybe product different product is there, right?
Yes.
So it might be they provide the particular for the Samsung TV, they provide the particular ID. And
Samsung
that
TV
ID
also normally see when shop owner create na, they will create a product very carefully. Product with model. Model is unique na. Obviously, Samsung TV has so many models na. So when they create a product, they will create product with the specific name. Saying let's say Samsung TV 32-inch, this configuration. This is one product for them. Again, in Samsung TV, they have a separate model. So they will create a separate product. Now got it?
Yes, sir.
That was your question, no?
Yeah, actually, yeah, on the basis of this project, it is fine. It is the
Yeah,
same
because
one.
we have to consider a scenario now first. We
Yes, yes,
consider this scenario, so then this code. Let's say, because for master, we just have a product table, right? In actual application, again, a dependent table will be there. Product, again, inside their model. So then you will be storing the stock according to the model ID, right? But we don't have a
yes,
model table. No? We just have products. Obviously, this is the unique thing we need to focus. Understood?
yes, sir.
Everyone clear how stock will get created? So if stock is not there for product ID, we will create new stock. Means we will insert a new entry in the stock table for that product. Once the stock is created, after that we will in purchase we will just update the stock increment only. Existing quantity plus new quantity. Clear?
Sir, but
Hmm.
if suppose we skip this step, it will not give the error. And on the basis of this create date and update date, it will create the difference here, right?
Create date and update date means.
Means suppose
Hmm.
today I bought a Samsung, right?
Hmm.
Again next month I will bought again.
Hmm.
I will buy the again Samsung TV, right?
Right.
Then at that day the date and current
I'm
date
up,
like this
I'm
create and update
updating the
date
last
will be
update. No, see, if it is a stock update, I'm just updating the last updated date. Created date, I will get it when the first time I'm received it. I'm not updating created date after that. See, here I'm updating last update date only. Two things only we are updating. If the stock is already exist. For the first time, we are adding everything. Or here, last update date, we can keep it as null also. If that's your confusion,
okay.
right? If you are creating stock for the first time, you can keep this null. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear? Anyone having any question?
Yes.
See, this product, I know like this is my first product. Okay. After, let's say, around once I had a 2 years of experience, then I created this application. I had a client from my hometown city. He wanted a software to manage his whatever the business we are talking about, same thing he had. Okay. But in addition to this stock maintenance and everything, he was giving product on a EMI basis also. So he needed a software to handle inventory also and that EMI also, like whatever the product he has given on EMI, right? How many EMI he has received. So then I created a product, I created a software for him. Then he said, if you can convert this software as a product, so I will provide you more client. So I have converted that software I have created for him with little bit changes in every data tables and everything. I have converted that as a product. So for my that single product, currently also I have around 15 to 17 clients. Okay. Again, that was
Can you
a,
show your demo, sir, for that
I will
product?
show you. I will show you. So that product is, again, I have created some version also. In basic version, you can just do the inventory and the EMI tracking. In advanced version, I have enabled them, what do we say, SMS integration. They can send reminder for the SMS. In a single click, they can send the EMI or means, let's say, due date concept is there. Like, let's say in this month, I'm supposed to get 5 UMI from different customer and they have not paid. So once I visit the due date page, I will get the list of customer who were supposed to send the list of supposed to pay me the EMI for this month, but they have not sent. And once I click on the send as a reminder, so all the customer will get the SMS. Again, small things I'm doing. Okay, so if we look at it, look at this software, it might be very simple, but actually you can generate a revenue from this also. Just you have to convince a shop owner. Currently, what they do, they use the Tally to maintain everything. But to use Tally, they need a specific person who knows Tally. But software, anyone can use it, right? So that was our pitch. Me and my friend started. So that was our only pitch, how we converted shop who were using Tally and some were using Zoho also. In recent from last means I'm not looking for a new client now for this. It is working and it is working like that. Okay, every day, every year they just pay me the what do we call that word? AMC, you know, annual maintenance something word is there. So every year I just get the money. I just update the domain. That's it. Everything is working. Okay. So, but previously we used to pitch like instead of Zoho package is also very high. Uh, do we have who was that from Rajasthan? Vikrant, you only have Vikrant, na? You also have something same application, na Zoho? Vikrant? I think he's not. Okay, so he also has the same kind of application, and but he has an agency, okay, of something else after he told in morning session. So just like this, I had this product, okay. So even though we know like it's a very simple thing, but you can actually convert it into a well earning product also. Okay. So understood everyone? What's the logic we have to write in purchase?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After the for loop, we need to return it also, no? Return created. And I will pass the same object, whatever I got. What it needs, okay. String and the object. Fine. So just like this purchase, so once we do the purchase, our stock is ready. Now that stock, we need to sell it to the customer, right? So something similar to this purchase, it will be now sale and the sale detail. So we will need one more view model for the sale table and the sale detail. Let's copy. Now here we will have a reference of multiple reference of our sale detail table. Okay. Now let's copy paste. Okay. Now over here, we will get the reference of this model. Now, so just like the purchase was there, same thing will be over here. Single instance of our sale. So there also we had an invoice number. So obj dot invoice number. Then we have customer ID. So customer ID, we will get it from the object only. Narration. Sale date also we will get it. So sale date, we cannot keep date dot now. Whatever we have got from the UI, that we need to send. Sale ID will be primary key. Total amount we will get it from the UI. Okay. So this data we need to save it to the sale table. Fine. So sale table data got saved. After sale table, in this object, in sale table detail, we will get multiple item like customer, how many product customer has purchased, right? So that we need to create. Now instead of this, sale table, sale detail TBL over here. Now product ID is there. Then we need quantity. How much quantity? Let's say a customer visited our shop and he has bought two set of, let's say, headphone or something. So quantity can be multiple, right? But customer can buy multiple quantity of the same product. So item dot quantity. Sale amount. What was the sale amount we said? Then sale detail ID. So this is primary key. So we don't need to say it, but sale ID. So sale ID, we will use it from over here. So instead of sale. Okay. So once this data get inserted into the sale table, in the sale object dot sale ID, we will get the ID. Okay. And now this data, we need to save it to the sale detail table. Fine. So for one product, we have stored entry into the sale detail table. Now over here, first we need to check if the stock is ready. This check is actually not required, right? Because in the UI, once we select the product, we will have a validation over there. We will create one more API to check if the stock is there or not. Okay, if stock is not there, we won't allow user to hit this API from the UI. Okay, but still we need to add this check because we might not know, like API might break or something might break, and even though we don't have a stock, customer might hit this API. So that's why we are just going to add the check. Okay, so first we are checking the stock of this particular product. Okay, so if stock is not null, we don't need actually else block. This code we can put it over here. Okay, so if stock is not null, what we need to do with the quantity? Quantity we need to update. So existing quantity minus whatever the quantity we are selling. Right. Why it is saying quantity is not there? Spelling mistake was there. Okay. And last updated date. So when we create a stock, right, or update a stock, we are updating this. And in case of sale also we are updating. So if we have to check like this particular product stock, what was the last time it got updated? Either it was incremented or decremented. So this is the benefit of this. Okay. For us, it's like a normal date, but for actual shop owner, this date is very important. They can keep a track of it. In my product, I have created a log table also. Whenever they are doing sale, purchase and everything, I'm keeping a log also. So they can check the whole detail, like for this particular product, how many times we had a purchase and how many time it was a sale also. Again, as I said, in actual application, we don't just have the product table. We have a model table also. Inside a model also, there will be a multiple serial number. See, let's say, if we talk about Moto Mobile, A2 Moto, it's a company name, right? Inside that A2, it's a model. Okay. But inside A2 also, each model will have something serial number as unique. So serial number when uniqueness will be there. So when I create a product, actually when you create the purchase now, in purchase entry, we will have a company drop down, then model, and then serial number. So multiple serial numbers are also there. Okay. Fine. So that's how they track, like, let's say I bought 20 pieces of this particular serial number, which customer has the particular serial number product, right? So that detail I need in the particular software. Okay. Understood, everyone? So while selling, we are just decrementing the stock. Remaining API are just get API and the save API. So this is the actual logic what we need to write. In case of purchase, we need to check like if stock is there or not. If stock is not there, we will insert a new record into table. If stock is there, we will just update the increment the quantity. In sale, we just decrement the quantity and the last update date we modify. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Remaining APIs are just a normal get API and the save API. This is the actual logic. Do we need a separate API to create stock and the update stock and the delete stock? Just like customer CRUD API will be there, supplier CRUD API will be there. Just like that, do we need an API for a stock table? Guys, understood my question or no? Do we need a stock API table? Sorry.
Not required, I guess.
Stock is already getting less when we do sales.
Right? So we should not allow direct updation or the insertion of the stock by using API. Stock should be updated in from purchase and from sale only. Okay. So these are the only two places where we will insert and update in the stock table. And apart from this, we will need a get stock info where we will be adding a join with the product table and we will show like for this product, how much quantity is there. Okay. Again, in my product, where they have a in stock table, we so many reports are there. One report is like, let's say if you are running a shop, you need by every week on the Monday, they will check like what is the stock we have to again refill, right? So I create a they have, and in a setup is also there. They can set a minimum threshold, like let's say if any for particular product, if the quantity is three, right? So that whatever the product where quantity is less than three, that product will come over there. So to they that report will get them to know like these are the products we have to order. Just like that, so many reports are also there. But that application is in Windows, not the web application. Okay.
But in the web application, we can show the notification.
Yeah, there we get that notification API, so we can show the notification also, like this stock is less and everything. Okay. So this is the only logic we have in this API. Again, dashboard API will be there where we have to show like weekly sale, weekly update, stock, everything, right? Customer birthdays, they send the SMS and everything. Okay, so when we talk about the actual product, we might have so many different APIs, but this is the actual logic. If anyone is okay, like we can create a different project and we will complete the whole project, actual project in a separate project, and in next Saturday or Sunday, we can complete the Angular part also. Anyone ready? Because this was the only logic. Remaining APIs are normal CRUD only. Okay, so we will create a project, different project for this stock, and you can also have a reference of that, right? So each controller, somewhere we will play with the status code, somewhere we will play with that custom object. But I will need help because I cannot do that everything. If anyone is okay, we can divide the task and you can complete a respective controller.
Yes.
So that this project you can have as a reference also.
Oh, yes, sir.
Right.
We can try.
So Sonu, you are in the API paid API group now?
Yes, I think.
I will add it to you. Okay. So just take the initiative. I will provide the or I will host this database in my one of the online database. I will provide you the connection string API means IP and the username and the credential of online database so that everyone will be using the same database. Okay. I will host this database on that server. So you guys can decide, and not everyone, because don't say like now you will say that let's do it, but then people won't be available. You also have the work, right? So just say if you got the time and if you are really willing to do, then only say your name, and you guys only can decide and complete the project. So that in next Saturday, Sunday, we will start the Angular part. So a complete project, a working product you will have. Okay. Fine, Suraj. So I will share you the database detail.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can connect with Sonu. I will add him to the group. Then you guys can continue. Fine.
Okay, sir. Actually, just tell me what need to do, what I need to do.
Just the
Like,
normal. See how many tables we have. All this table API we will be needing, na? Right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just create model. Models are also already created. So I will be sending this code. For every table, create a different controller and write API of that particular table in that particular controller. But again, we need to practice also. So let's say in one controller you are you are returning that our specific object. In one controller you play with the status code, right? In one controller again we will try to create that service also. So now you know how we create the service. Instead of writing that code in the controller, we can put that controller in code in the service also. You know how do we write that? So no. Service.
Side.
Sorry. You know service or not?
Because we don't need to properly.
It's very simple. Suraj, you know services? How do we write service?
No, sir, actually, but I can try.
Just do the
Okay,
chat
so,
GPT. It's how, what do we do in Angular? What do we do in Angular in service? Instead of writing that piece of
Okay,
code
okay.
into our
We
controller, we move that code into service, right? Same thing is over here also.
service. Okay, understood.
Okay, you will get
I
it.
have-
Just do the chat GPT. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, sir.
So I will be hosting this database into online database. I will be providing the connection string, and this project whole I will be sharing so that models are already created and this logic is also there. So just make sure for whatever the tables we have, create respective controller, and models also don't keep all the model in a single class. I have created all the model in a single place, but you create all the model separate file. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
It means we need to remove that thing and
Create another
Yeah.
project. Don't use this. I'm just
Okay.
posting this as a reference. Create another project with the proper name, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay, because this project you can put it into your CV also as a personal project, right? So
Yes, sir,
create
yes.
proper project name also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine then. I will be sharing the detail. So now I will add it to the paid group. Okay. So you guys can communicate.
Can I call it?
Yeah, you can call it on the mobile. Fine. Thank you all.